ਮੈਰੀਲੈਂਡ ਗਵਰਨਰ ਦਫ਼ਤਰ ਦੇ ਕਮਿਊਨਿਟੀ ਇਨੀਸ਼ੀਏਟਿਵ ਵਿਭਾਗ ਨੇ ਸੈਂਟਰ ਫਾਰ ਸੋਸ਼ਲ ਰੇਂਜ ਸੰਸਥਾ 'ਚ ਏਸ਼ੀਅਨ ਪੈਸੀਫਿਕ ਅਮਰੀਕਨ ਹੈਰੀਟੇਜ ਮਹੀਨਾ ਬਹੁਤ ਹੀ ਉਤਸ਼ਾਹ ਨਾਲ ਮਨਾਇਆ। ਇਸ ਮੌਕੇ ਸਾਊਥ ਏਸ਼ੀਅਨ ਅਮਰੀਕਨ ਅਫੇਅਰ ਦੇ ਚੇਅਰਮੈਨ ਜਸਦੀਪ ਸਿੰਘ ਜੱਸੀ ਨੇ ਗਵਰਨਰ ਦਫ਼ਤਰ ਦੇ ਮੈਰੀਲੈਂਡ ਸੈਕਟਰੀ ਆਫ ਸਟੇਟ ਸੁਜਨ ਸੀ ਲਈ ਜਨਰਲ ਸਰਵਿਸਿਜ਼ ਦੇ ਮੈਰੀਲੈਂਡ ਸੈਕਟਰੀ ਆਤਿਫ ਟੀ ਚੌਧਰੀ, ਮੈਰੀਲੈਂਡ ਉੱਚ ਸਿੱਖਿਆ ਦੇ ਸੈਕਟਰੀ ਸੰਜੇ ਰਾਏ, ਮਿੰਟਗੁਮਰੀ ਕਾਉਂਟੀ ਦੇ ਸ਼ੈਰਿਫ ਸੈਨੇਟਰ ਕਲੈਰੈਂਸ ਲੈਮ ਨੂੰ ਸਮਾਗਮ 'ਚ ਪੁੱਜਣ ਤੇ ਜੀ ਆਇਆਂ ਕਿਹਾ। ਉਹਨਾਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਸੰਬੋਧਨ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਰੈਵਰੈਲੀ ਵਾਕਰ ਨੂੰ ਨਵਾਂ ਕਾਰਜਕਾਰ ਸੰਭਾਲਣ ਤੇ ਮੁਬਾਰਕਬਾਦ ਵੀ ਦਿੱਤੀ ਅਤੇ ਕਮਿਊਨਿਟੀ ਵੱਲੋਂ ਸਹਿਯੋਗ ਦਾ ਭਰੋਸਾ ਵੀ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਗਿਆ। ਇਸ ਸਮਾਗਮ ਵਿੱਚ ਦੱਖਣੀ ਏਸ਼ੀਆਈ ਅਮਰੀਕੀ ਮਾਮਲਿਆਂ ਦੇ ਗਵਰਨਰ ਕਮਿਸ਼ਨ ਦੇ ਚੇਅਰਮੈਨ ਹੁੰਗ ਬਿਨ ਡਿੰਗ, ਏਸ਼ੀਅਨ ਪੈਸੀਫਿਕ ਅਮਰੀਕਨ ਅਫੇਅਰਸ ਦੇ ਗਵਰਨਰ ਕਮਿਸ਼ਨ ਦੇ ਚੇਅਰਮੈਨ ਅਤੇ SAAA ਦੇ ਗਵਰਨਰ ਕਮਿਸ਼ਨ ਦੇ ਉਪ ਚੇਅਰਮੈਨ ਸਾਜਿਦ ਤਰਾਰ, ਗਵਰਨਰਜ਼ ਕਮਿਸ਼ਨ ਦੀ ਪ੍ਰਬੰਧਕੀ ਨਿਰਦੇਸ਼ਕ ਕ੍ਰਿਸਟੀਨਾ ਪੋਏ ਨੇ ਵੀ ਸ਼ਿਰਕਤ ਕੀਤੀ ਅਤੇ ਇੰਜ ਲੱਗ ਰਿਹਾ ਸੀ ਜਿਵੇਂ ਗਵਰਨਰ ਦਫ਼ਤਰ ਦਾ ਪੂਰਾ ਪ੍ਰਸ਼ਾਸਨ ਹੀ ਸਮਾਗਮ ਵਿੱਚ ਸ਼ਾਮਿਲ ਹੋਵੇ। ਇਸ ਸਮਾਗਮ ਦੌਰਾਨ ਵੱਖ-ਵੱਖ ਟੀਮਾਂ ਵੱਲੋਂ ਏਸ਼ੀਅਨ ਪੈਸੀਫਿਕ ਵਿਰਸੇ ਨੂੰ ਦਰਸਾਉਂਦਿਆਂ ਖੂਬਸੂਰਤ 13 ਸੱਭਿਆਚਾਰਕ ਪੇਸ਼ਕਾਰੀਆਂ ਦਿੱਤੀਆਂ ਗਈਆਂ। ਡਿਨਰ ਵਿੱਚ ਏਸ਼ੀਅਨ ਭੋਜਨ ਪਰੋਸਿਆ ਗਿਆ। ਇਸੇ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਗੇਥਰਸਬਰਗ ਵਿਖੇ ਵੀ ਏਸ਼ੀਅਨ ਅਮਰੀਕਨ ਪੈਸੀਫਿਕ ਹੈਰੀਟੇਜ ਮੰਥ ਮਨਾਇਆ ਗਿਆ, ਜਿੱਥੇ ਗਵਰਨਰ ਵੈਸਮੋਰ ਅਤੇ ਲੈਫਟੀਨੈਂਟ ਗਵਰਨਰ ਅਰੁਣਾ ਮਿਲਰ ਵੱਲੋਂ ਵਿਸ਼ੇਸ਼ ਤੌਰ ਤੇ ਸ਼ਿਰਕਤ ਕੀਤੀ ਅਤੇ ਭਾਈਚਾਰੇ ਨਾਲ ਵਿਚਾਰ ਸਾਂਝੇ ਕੀਤੇ। ਇਸ ਸਮਾਗਮ ਵਿੱਚ ਸਿੱਖਸ ਆਫ ਅਮਰੀਕਾ ਦੀ ਟੀਮ ਚੇਅਰਮੈਨ ਜਸਦੀਪ ਸਿੰਘ ਜੱਸੀ, ਚੇਅਰਮੈਨ ਗਵਰਨਰਸ ਕਮਿਸ਼ਨ ਔਨ ਸਾਊਥ ਏਸ਼ੀਆ ਦੀ ਅਗਵਾਈ ਵਿੱਚ ਸ਼ਾਮਿਲ ਹੋਈ, ਜਿਸ ਵਿੱਚ ਵਾਈਸ ਪ੍ਰਧਾਨ ਬਲਜਿੰਦਰ ਸਿੰਘ ਸ਼ਮੀ, ਸੁਖਪਾਲ ਸਿੰਘ ਧਨੋਆ, ਦਲਵੀਰ ਸਿੰਘ ਮੈਰੀਲੈਂਡ, ਰਤਨ ਸਿੰਘ, ਗੁਰਵਿੰਦਰ ਸਿੰਘ ਸੇਠੀ, ਇੰਦਰ ਸਿੰਘ ਗੁਜਰਾਲ, ਜਸਵਿੰਦਰ ਸਿੰਘ ਜਾਨੀ, ਸਾਜਿਦ ਤਰਾਰ ਵੀ ਸ਼ਾਮਿਲ ਸਨ। ਡੈਸਕ ਰਿਪੋਰਟ, ਅਮੇਜ਼ਿੰਗ TV, ਮੈਰੀਲੈਂਡ।
So proudly we hail at the twilight that gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening. We are having such a great turnout tonight. Thank you, the Governor's Office on Community Initiatives, for hosting this. We have created history in Maryland this year by having Governor Westmore, the first Black governor in Maryland, and that was a big history. And Governor Westmore has created further history by having first Asian Lieutenant Governor Aruna Miller on the ticket with him. And he didn't only stop there. He has appointed so many Asian, South Asian, Asian Pacific, and the first one that comes to mind whose leadership we have seen for almost 20 years, who has been a mentor for us, for both communities, who has shattered the ceiling for other youngsters to come up, Secretary of State Susan Lee. The South Asian Commission had been a part of the Asian Pacific Governors Commission for several years. And in 2012, because the population, the demographics of Maryland were changing so fast, that Governor Martin O'Malley, formed the South Asian Commission. But we always have looked at the Governor's Commission on Asian Pacific Islanders as our sister commission, and we always work with them. And thank you, the Asian Pacific Commission, especially Chairman Hung Bing Bing, for always working with us. We thank you so much. Reverend Larry Walker, sir, thank you for your leadership. We have met you a few times, but what we have seen is tremendous. What appointment Governor Westmore, I mean, all his appointments are amazing, and with the experience and the wisdom that you bring to these commissions, we will be really look forward to your leadership. Thank you, sir. Dr. Westmore has also created history by adding another South Asian Secretary Atif Chowdhary, who is a gem of our South Asian community. He has served for 2 decades in the government, first in the Department of Health, and now he's the Secretary of the Department of General Services, one of the Maryland's largest departments with over 750 employees. Secretary Atif has his bachelor's from UP, and he has his law degree from University of Maryland College Park, and he's also an attorney. So we are so grateful again to the Westmore Arunabhadra administration for bringing such brilliant people to this administration. And if I keep on going, we have Sanjay, our Secretary of Higher Education here, also from Asian community. We can go on and on and on. Where we have come, where the community has come is remarkable. Where the Asian Pacific community, the South Asian community, where we have come together is a tremendous process, and we want to move forward even towards greater achievements. And one thing that Reverend Larry Walker told me that has stuck with me in our first meeting, he said, Jesee, we are not minorities, we are a global majority. So if we are united, if we stick together, we are a majority, and we can do a lot of things together. Once again, thank you for leaders like Secretary Susan Lee, Secretary Atif Chowdhary. I would like to invite Secretary Atif Chowdhary now to please come and address us. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. My name is, for those that don't know me, my name is Atif Chowdhary. I am the Secretary of the Maryland Department of General Services. It is a true honor and privilege to be here today to celebrate the 2023 Asian Pacific American Heritage Month celebration here. I just want to really take a moment and thank all the people that set this up today. Just the warm welcome that everyone received, the organization, the details, everything here is just really, really amazing. So thank you everyone for all the hard work that they put into setting up and organizing this. And the welcome here was just amazing, I can tell you right now. So, this month we celebrate the heritage and culture from dozens, and I mean dozens of different countries and cultures across the country. Asian cultures, Pacific Island cultures. And really, we still make up a small portion of this country. According to our last census, we only make up about a little over 6% of the country's population. For the state of Maryland, even though we've got a room full of people here, and we have so many family and friends within this state alone, it's only 7% of the population. But we make a big impact, and I think that's important to know. For over 100 years, America has been referred to as what we call the melting pot. But it's really important to know that these cultures, the Asian, South Asian, Pacific Islander cultures, have contributed so much of their rich history and culture into this country as well as this great state of Maryland. So as an Asian American who was born and raised in Maryland, I have seen over the past 4+ decades just the sheer population of the Asian American and Pacific Islander population increase significantly over time. What I have witnessed also, and this room is a testament to that, is the increased collaboration between the Asian communities with different cultural backgrounds in Maryland over these past several decades. If you just look around this room today, how many different countries, nationalities, religions, cultures are represented here today? And everyone here is working together. This really warms my heart because it shows that we all believe that we are stronger together, and we are here to help one another and support one another. We may be called minorities, but as we heard before, together we are a majority, and we have support to help one another. So while we celebrate this month the diversity in both culture and contributions of Asian Americans and Pacific Islanders today, for today's theme is advancing leaders through opportunity. And I can tell you from firsthand knowledge that the Moore administration has done just that. By building a cabinet with highly experienced individuals with a variety of cultural backgrounds, including those from the Asian Pacific Islander heritage, Governor Moore is demonstrating that diversity is one of this state's greatest assets. So while the population of Asian American and Pacific Islanders has increased significantly over the past several decades, many of us, all of us, have seen and experienced and watched that grow. Asian Americans have historically been underrepresented in key governmental as well as political positions. So this has changed under the Moore administration, with a record number of Asian Americans being appointed to the governor's cabinet, including myself and others here today. So Governor Moore has developed the most diverse cabinet in the country, as well as the most Asian Americans in his cabinet compared to others across the country. And I want to applaud the governor for keeping his promise, his campaign promise, to have a cabinet that is a representation of all Marylanders, where everyone can see themselves represented in this cabinet in one form or another. And this is really a unique opportunity here in Maryland under the leadership of Governor Moore, where immigrants and minorities are represented in influential positions during our generation here. But what's more important here is that it shows that we are setting the foundation for the next generation. We want all of our children and the next generation to experience the American dream, where they can see our success, they can see our progress, and they can see that to expand their vision, their goals for the future. It's really great to see in these types of events children and young adults coming here, seeing, experiencing these opportunities. I know when I was a kid many years ago, a lot of these organizations were not represented. They were not inclusive. We did not have these types of organizations. So seeing that, it's really a great opportunity for the next generation to see what they can become and see that really their potential in this country is limitless. And if they want to become governor or president or elected official, they have that opportunity here. So really, and Asian Americans, as we've seen here represented in this room, as well as in this state across the board, are leaders in arts and science and medicine and entertainment and in government. And I want to just close by thanking everyone for all their due diligence and hard work. I know many people here are community leaders, and they really help to support their community members as well as others in the community. So thank you very much. I really appreciate the opportunity for being here. I know Governor Moore and Lieutenant Governor Miller said they were worried about being here today, but they really wanted to wish everyone well and for this celebration of Asian Pacific American Heritage Month. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Christina. And first of all, I would like to thank all of my colleagues who helped to put this event together. Without your hard work, dedication, and support gathering, this fantastic event will not happen. Thank you very much. It's really a great honor to introduce the next speaker for the night. Secretary Susan Lee. She doesn't require much introduction. Half of us knows who she is. Almost all of us know what she has done for the community, for all of us. In her 20 plus years of service in the Maryland legislature, she has introduced, sponsored, lead, acts, make laws that touches heart and life of almost all of us. More importantly, earlier, a lot of us are talking about Governor Westmore and her appointment, the first ever Asian American Secretary of State. That is a fantastic achievement on both Secretary Lee's side and Governor Moore's side. However, I would like to remind all of us, we Asian American communities, we are the group that make a lot of firsts on daily life. We are the ones, maybe not today, but maybe yesterday, maybe tomorrow, some of the firsts are going to happen. Because of these firsts we are making, just like Secretary Lee, our children, our grandchildren will not have to say, will have less firsts to make. Everything they are doing will be, oh yeah, that's what Americans do. That's what we do. Now, without further ado, let's welcome State Secretary Susan C. Lee.
I'd just like to thank Reverend Walker too for your outstanding leadership and now taking the helm of the Governor's Office of Community Initiatives. This is a very, very important office, and I'm so glad you are at the helm. And Commissioner Singh, too, Chair, thank you too for those wonderful remarks and for your leadership too. I think our committee has a lot of work ahead of us, but you're doing this all together. So I'm so grateful to have a celebration like this, because I'm not going to follow my notes because